Okay, hi, hello everyone. I'm Allison, and welcome to my weekly Meltdowns coverage of Big Brother 21. I want to give a big shout out to everyone who's already in the chat. We've got Linda Walker, Weston Evans, Lucas Lagoon, Mars, AB, Thomas. A lot of people are in the chat already to talk about, an episode that I think was great. As always, we have Deborah with us, and Tyler is back this week. And we have Sequesters Andrew is back with us. Yay!
I'm pissed, Allison. I've got a meltdown of my own.
Oh, everybody's got something up their ass tonight. It was the show.
I went to Popeyes for dinner, and they were sold out of this chicken sandwich everybody's freaking talking about this week. I was mad.
Jeez.
Listen, I'm just want to know, is Julie's outfit part of the prank week? I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. It looked like a t-shirt over another shirt.
She looked like the freaking Predator. I mean, it was just insane. I don't even know. It just was making me nuts.
And then the hair.
Well, the flip happened. It doesn't happen often. We hear whispers of the flip. Who flipped? Who flipped? But tonight it actually happened. Christie flipped the house, everyone except Nick, to keep her, and they got rid of Annalise. So go.
Yeah, I am very, very impressed with Christie. I tweeted this yesterday. I said, if she stays this week over Annalise and she successfully flips this vote, she absolutely deserves to win this game. And I am very impressed with what I saw. The show did a really nice job recapping that argument that she had with Nick. And I was saying to my roommate, if you're the one like having to feel that you need to like scream louder to justify yourself, that's never a good look, and it makes you look guilty as fuck. You know, she really remained her composure. She stayed calm, and she really painted like a really strategic reason on to Nick as in terms of why he's playing this dangerous game, and people need to take a look at him. And obviously, it played out in her favor, and she stayed tonight. And it's just incredible to me that she was able to do that, especially when she's sitting next to somebody that's drawing so dead in this game like Annalise. Like, that is somebody that you want to take to the end. That is somebody that you can easily beat. And Christie is not. She is a great talker. She is a great strategist. And I'm just very, very impressed that she pulled that off.
What I'm impressed with is not only did she pull that off, she campaigned to stay without campaigning against Annalise. Yeah. She never says a bad thing about Annalise. She keeps her jury vote safe with her best friend. She does not put her down. I've never seen it before where not only are they campaigning, but normally when you campaign, you're campaigning against why you should stay over the person sitting next to you. She was saying, no, I should stay because of someone still in the house. And that was what was so impressive to me.
Yeah, really incredible. And Annalise is going to go to Jack in the jury house and say, like, you know, she's great. I would vote for her in the end. I could see Annalise saying that. And kind of swaying Jack.
That's exactly what Annalise should have said before she was evicted, that if I go to the jury house, I will, and Christie gets to the end, she will get my vote. And I will make sure everybody else in that jury house votes for her. Because if she flipped the vote tonight, she deserves to win.
Yeah.
Kudos to Julie for trying to play the blind side by actually saying Christie's name first. She never really does that. So
I love it when she does that. Yeah, I love it when she does that.
Christie's the perfect person to do that on, too.
Yeah, I know. Give her that little mini heart attack.
You can just hear the gulp from like all the way here in New York for me.
And now I hope Christie annoyingly chews her way to the end to the $500,000.
I hope so. She deserves it. She really does.
To me, the best player since Dan, maybe Derek could be in that. But right now, at this point, I am impressed with her gameplay 110%.
I really think she's Vanessa 2.0. I said this on the show last week. She's just as emotionally unstable as Vanessa was. She's very sporadic. I feel like Vanessa had a little bit more strategy to her, but we'll see if she can pull out the win like Vanessa could not do in Big Brother 17.
It's like Vanessa without the Adderall.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
So let me pose a question though. If Christie wins the game, okay, I've said this from the beginning. Was Christie at an unfair advantage because she knew Tommy before the game?
I don't think Tommy had anything to do with her flipping the vote. I think that he was on board with voting her out, and she did this on her own.
I just have a problem with that casting from the beginning, to where now it could technically be an asterisk by her name of course, she knew somebody before the hand. She had a one-up over everybody else.
Yes, but
Sure.
I think that asterisk is a little less than people who have like literally been handed twists by production that have led them to the win. So say like Evil Dick or Rachel or Jordan, those winners who like really won because of production. I don't think that that's the case here because Tommy and Christie are still two separate entities. We saw Tommy a lot this week. You could just see it on his face that he was really thinking like, maybe this is the time that I need to cut Christie loose, and he was really ready to do that before this flip happened.
That's why he didn't fight for so bad for her.
Yeah, the shower scene when he was talking to her in the shower, and
that
was
was
like,
so funny.
I am home. I was like,
that was like one of my favorite moments of the season. But yeah, Andrew, I don't think that it's as bad as some other things that production have done for winners. Do I think it's bad? Yes, we've talked about that on the show many times. How like angry that makes all of us. The fact that they would have let this slip. But I don't think it's the worst thing in the world.
See, I agree to disagree on that just because of the fact that, like, when Dick and Danielle did it, they weren't the only pair. Like, there were other pairs in this situation. They were Tommy and Christie, besides Holly, I guess you could say Holly and Kat, but their relationship was not as strong, but are the only people were doing that. This was not a part of a twist. This was just a niche cast.
When I was referring to Evil Dick, I more so meant the America's Player twist, and how Eric would have voted him out over Dustin. And the only reason that Dick stayed over Dustin is because Eric's vote was America's vote.
Sure.
And again, though, that was a part of a twist.
Yeah.
If this would have been a part of a twist, and it would have been an announced twist Christie and Tommy, and it would have been a part of the game, I have not as much of an issue. I have an issue with the fact that they were cast, there was no twist. That is a unfair advantage from the get-go, in my opinion. You have
absolutely. It's not a twist, it's just lazy casting.
Does she win? Does she win in the final two if she reveals in her speech that she knew Tommy?
I don't think so. I think that she needs to keep that shut.
Alone.
And Tommy better not say anything if he goes to jury before her.
That's true.
That could kill her game. That could kill her game.
I think they both know that. She needs
to bring Tommy to 2, in my opinion, but
I don't know. I think that that's too close of a call.
I think if you're at 2 with Tommy, you reveal it.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, because you have nothing to lose at that point.
Yeah, because at that point you're like, I'm next to the what are you gonna? Who you gonna be bitter and not vote for somebody? You got no choice.
And I believe at 2, you need to show loyalty to someone. And at that point, she can show loyalty to Tommy and why that loyalty was there. And they both have that unfair advantage. So there's not one person pissing off everybody else because it was there. And then if I'm Tommy, I'm like, yeah, and Christie almost slipped it 7 times. Here's this time, this time, this time, and this time. And we go from there. But I have to bring that up because as we get to the end game, these are 2 people that are still here. They're 2 people that had a connection. I don't think that's a coincidence.
Yeah. Weston brings up a great point in the chat. He says, without Tommy as her anchor, she might blow up her game early, especially the pressure of being on the block. That is a very good point. However, anybody could be that anchor for her. Say Tommy's not in the house. Say like she makes like a close bond with somebody else right away. We've seen plenty of instances in Big Brother history where somebody has been an anchor for another person without necessarily a connection beforehand. Dub Piano Man All-Star says, wait, but even if they announced to the house that there was a secret pair among them, wouldn't they assume it's Kat and Holly before Christie and Tommy? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So they have their bases covered for sure. Let's just hope that, and I think that they do realize that either of them, if they do go to the jury house, not to say anything. That would be bad news bears.
But the wall shouter this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did anybody really hear that?
I heard that Jackson heard
talking about it. Yeah, someone on the internet on Twitter had said that Jack said he heard it.
Yeah.
They haven't really been talking about it.
So what I heard, though, is all they heard was that Tommy and Christie are close. I don't think it said specific that they knew beforehand, but that they are close. So I don't know if in the context that put 2 and 2 together or not.
Well, they played the diary room session. Like, that's all the loudspeaker person did, was they played the diary room where Christie's like, thank God I have Tommy in this game. I wouldn't know what to do without him.
You could hear that
and that could
clearly.
be, especially if you're caught off guard, like you're not really listening to the first part of that. That could easily be misconstrued. Yeah. And that happens a lot when like the banners go over in seasons past, or people do shout over the wall. I feel like it's like a game of telephone, and what the actual message was and what they think they heard just goes through like so many reiterations, only to their own benefit usually.
And I have my own conspiracy on that. I strongly believe that CBS plants those. I've been to CBS studios during the middle of Big Brother season. It is almost impossible to get that close.
I feel like they have their hands in a lot of stuff, to be perfectly honest with you. There's no way around it. And let's talk about something really quick. And I brought this up, I think, on Tuesday's show. So Christie flips the house. I'm going to go after Nick. I'm going to do this. I'm going to, all making all these promises, all these handshakes, everything she's going to do. But when they go to Annalise, she is very, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do. If your life is on the line because at that point, I mean, she just has it in her mind. I'm just the pawn. I'm not going anywhere. When she says repeatedly, sometimes pawns go home, she just doesn't understand anything. Even when Julie was interviewing her, when she left the house, it was just kind of like, I'm just confused.
I just don't get why people like her get cast. Like yes, she's beautiful, but there are so many beautiful people that apply that still have like an ounce of brain. Yes.
Yeah, some substance. Yes.
I mean, you can find a model that
empty.
has right. You can find a model that has good personality and strategy. Look no further than Australian Survivor. I'll tell you that much. With David. But yeah, I don't know. Just a waste of casting. And I'm glad that she is gone. I've said all season long on this show, Christie is really the driving force for the entertainment and just fluidity of the house. And that's what I really like about this season. So think back to Big Brother 20, Big Brother 19. We have these really dominant players. And the question becomes, is Paul going to win? Is Tyler going to win? Or is Paul going to lose? Is Tyler, like the whole narrative is based around like this single player. We don't have a single dominant player. Like I really could see a case for almost everybody left to pull out the win in the end. And that's what I like to see. Like this end game is a lot more exciting than the beginning of this season to me. Like I'm a lot more invested to see how that plays out.
Does this make Nicole's goat stock go up?
I really think that Nicole is not like she's drawing dead in my opinion in terms of win equity.
Wait, what if she wins? What if she wins this prank?
The prank? I think she very well could.
I was not happy to hear that it was prank week until Julie revealed that whoever America votes for has a say-so in the nomination. Now, she said secretly. So,
yes.
Let's just play devil's advocate. What if Holly nominates Nick and Nicole wins?
No, so Holly only gets one nomination. Right?
Oh, so they haven't told her. Okay, so
in other words, but before we get into prank week, I want to bring up one more thing about last week in the vote. We were talking about stock and whose stock went up. There's someone whose stock I do think went up, and it's Holly's.
Holly, absolutely.
And the reason Holly's stock went up, if it's her and Jackson final two, she can say Jackson wanted Christie gone that week. I needed Christie to take out Nick. Yeah. So if Holly gets to the end game, she can note back to this specific season. I think Holly's stock, because of the fact that flipped, and I do believe that she was a little bit of the driving force behind that flip, especially in Jackson's mind, she can pull up, I was a puppet master of Jackson this week.
Yeah, I mean, she put her... Sorry, go ahead.
That's assuming that Christie takes out Nick.
Yeah, I mean... Either way, I think that it's impressive.
Holly can take him out now, though.
Flip the vote.
Sorry.
You know, she can say like, you know, I stood up to like my number one in this game, Jackson, and I made something happen for my own benefit without his approval. Without, you know, if it were up to Jackson, Christie would have been gone this week. He did not want her to stay, and you're right, Andrew. It was really Holly that kind of got the ball rolling in her favor before Taco Tuesday happened.
And that was impressive to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be something, though, if the person that does get the secret power does nominate Jackson on Holly's
I know.
HOH?
I was just thinking that.
I'm just thinking that would be just a gift from Jesus. I would just love it so much, just because just like on Tommy's HOH, Christie gets the field trip nomination. I mean, you couldn't ask. And I want to bring up something with Holly really quick. Oh, damn it. You can't hardly see it. Oh, yes, you can. I'm going to share my screen real quick. Her pantsuit. I'm sitting there thinking, where have I seen this pantsuit before?
Oh,
and a friend of mine texted me. It came to me. It's from freaking Star Wars. Okay. I mean, how the hell did she get that outfit from Jabba the Hutt's henchman? Oh, someone explain this to me. And he pulls it up. She didn't have a camel toe, nothing. I'm impressed with that pantsuit. I'm like, if I wobbled out in that pantsuit, everybody would know my business. What kind of underwear? I want someone to find out what kind of freaking underwear that she was wearing.
Probably
Please
none.
It's the kind of underwear that the female gymnasts are wearing in those little leotards.
They're called commandos.
Yes.
Well, speaking of fashion choices, Thomas the Talker says, did you see Julie's hair today? It literally looks like a bird's nest, or like she stuck her finger in an electric socket.
It looked like I did her hair. It looked like I did her hair. That's what I would look like if I even attempted to do anything like that.
That was some rat's nest going on up in there.
Yeah.
I want to read another comment that I think is a really, really great point here about who is getting this prank thing. Tracy Burke says, I'm hoping the fandom doesn't split the votes on Cliff and Nicole, and the next house guest with votes will win. That is a very, very real possibility here. And then who do you guys think would be the third? Probably like Tommy, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
But as we were talking earlier, and there's so much of this prank war we need to discuss, that bird thing was freaking hilarious. But like, do they tell Holly that this is happening and she gets to pick one?
It's going to happen.
Because it sounds like a prank, like it would be a prank to Holly during the middle of the nomination ceremony.
Well, that's why I'm saying they would have to tell her ahead of time if she only gets one nomination, because like, what if she wants to nominate Nicole and Nicole is the one who wins it?
Right.
Right.
Is it a random?
Right.
Is it she picks two and one is randomly the one showed up and the other one is the other?
So.
Right. Because the thing is that let's say for some reason she picks Nick and Nicole, and she, turns the key and Nicole pops up first, and then she goes to turn her second key for Nick, and Nick doesn't pop up. Jackson pops up.
I kind of want.
That doesn't sound right to me.
It's a spin on Bailey's Identity Thief.
Yeah.
From last season. That's what it's a spin on. I mean, Bailey's Identity Thief power was this almost exact scenario.
Is it wrong? I kind of want Nick to win it.
Yes, that is wrong. That is the wrong answer,
It's
Allison.
just for fun. Because listen, I would love it. Just because. Just for shits and giggles. And we have something else in here. Let's see. The Piano Man All-Star says, do we think that they came up this twist last minute because they have been doing nothing so far?
I agree that it has been very not twist heavy, which is good. I don't want CBS to watch this show and think we want more twists, because we have a good thing going right now, and luckily this twist isn't too game breaking. What's more shocking to me is that I don't think we're gonna have a double eviction this year.
Where is my double?
That's right, and you know what? I don't think we're gonna get one. I really don't.
Or a returning player. I don't think that's happening.
Oh, honey, we're not getting. That was the camp comeback shenanigans.
Oh, that's true. That already happened. Yep.
Yeah.
I always forget that Cliff came back because he literally did not exit the door.
But where is my double? If I don't get a double, I'm pissed.
It's a staple. They have to kind of do it. I feel like they do.
It's. I think it's
like
too
there was
late
supposed
at
to
this
be
point.
2 this season, and Caitlin fucked that up.
So, well, we're already down to 8, right? And then after this week, it'll be 7. They would have announced tonight that next week is a double eviction if that were the case. Yeah, I if it's not happening at 7, there's no way it's happening and I really hope that that's not the case because this end game is so exciting. And say like a double eviction happened this week, Christie would have been gone instead of Annalise because she wouldn't have had the time to flip that. And that's what I don't want to see in this late game when this game is so fluid this season is, things that just be rushed to that final 5, final 4 stretch.
I'm manifesting a Nick to win the prankster thing. Everyone in the chat, just vote for Nick. Just for me. Just for me. You don't have to waste your 10 votes on it. Just do one.
Just do one. Do you think this prankster vote is a way to get Nicole to play her hand?
I think so. I think that or Cliff, that's a really good point, Deb. And hopefully Holly is smart, and I think that she will nominate Nick as her single nomination. She has to at this point when she's gone down the Christie road, right? What do you guys think?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So then who would Nicole put up for that second nomination?
Probably Mickey.
What if Mickey goes home on Holly's HOH?
I don't think you do. I don't think you do. I think you put up if you're Nicole, if you're Cliff, you need to use this to put up Christie next to Nick.
Sure. Yeah, let them two battle.
You need to keep that feud going.
Yes,
and
I agree.
Pin that back on Jackson.
Because if one of them come off the block, Jackson goes up.
Yes, absolutely. Well, it depends.
Well, if Christie comes off.
If
Christie I don't know how the votes would go in that situation. Yeah. If it were Christie and Nick on the block, who would go home there?
Probably
That's hard.
Christie, but I don't know. It comes to the Holly Jackson thing. You don't want to piss them off.
Yeah,
I don't know. But the biggest loser tonight is Kat because she's in a jury house with the fucking Annalise and Jack.
Oh, jeez. Can we? I can't. Can we see some freaking jury house already?
Do we want to see that? You can just pull up Pornhub and it'll be the same thing.
I don't want to see the anal sex. What I want to see is
the Annalise.
The analising. What I want to see is.
Just go to Deb's house on a Friday night.
Hey, you know what, CBS? Here's an idea. I want a 1-hour show every week on Friday nights or Saturday nights because God knows I ain't doing anything else.
Be careful what you wish for, Allison.
Just jury. I just want jury stuff. I want to
see. They did that. It was called Love Island.
Yeah,
exactly.
And that's over, right? That ended. I just keep forgetting.
Do you know the winner of Love Island is a flat earther?
I have no idea who won.
Which one?
Zach.
Oh, is he?
God,
yeah, he believes that the Earth is flat. So
okay, God damn it, that's why he's on Love Island. Is that renewed for season 2?
Yes, it is.
But Elizabeth was beautiful, so I was okay with it.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed Love Island. I was a lot more invested than Big Brother.
But did it end like Paradise Hotel?
No, it did not.
Then I'm not interested.
Paradise Hotel was the best, and it was not renewed. We digress. We digress. I'm sorry I had to bring up the jury house. Kat is the biggest loser of the evening. 100%. Now, I want to see, if we do see a jury house on Friday night, I want to see like Jack and Kat having sex the last week and then Annalise come in.
That's a good question. What if Kat and Jack have been banging all week and then Annalise comes in and
it's certainly possible, I think.
Right,
listen, they're not doing anything. She's pretty to look at. I mean, she's nice to look at, and then she opens her mouth. I'm not tooting my own horn or anything.
At the beginning of the season.
I'm not tooting my own horn or anything, but I've had guys hit on me, and then I start talking, and then they run the fuck off. So listen,
shocker.
Yeah,
Jackson asshole.
It's the truth, though.
Anilda says, what if on Thursday we find out it's all been a prank and there's no eviction night? I hope that's not. I would be very mad.
You know what?
I would be
think
mad, but I could see it.
Especially because Holly is in such a good position right now, and I think that this HOH is really pivotal for her. I really think that she is like the number one threat to win this season.
I
Here
agree.
we have some good questions here. Thomas the Talker's got something. If I could
But I
just
don't know
hit
if
the button.
winning tonight was the right choice.
Thoughts on Jess, Cliff, and Nicole with the punishment? What do you think their punishments are, Jess with the 3? Yeah, Jess, god dang it. Just stop it already. I'm impressed. I thought she was going to get a 1.
God.
I think the punishments will be some stupid, usual, unitard, loud punishment.
Handcuffed to each other. They got to go to the bathroom together, wiping each other's asses. I
can see like air horns, whoopee cushions,
Yeah.
prank type things that we're used to. Very unoriginal creations.
Maybe they have to like whenever like they hear a noise, they have to like roast marshmallows for all the house guests or something. I don't know, something camp themed.
I like that.
Who was it that did the hot dogs?
It was what's her Alex?
Nicole.
Yeah.
Oh, Alex.
Oh God,
Yeah.
that was just the worst. I mean, that
No,
probably
I
would have
love
been
hot dogs.
I love hot dogs too, and I would have
Shocker.
eaten some hot dogs. You know what, Tyler? Where's
I
the
like it
mute
with
button?
coleslaw on them.
Where's
You
the
like
mute
small
button?
dogs?
Deb loves her hot dogs.
Let me tell you something. Where's the mute button? Okay, here's the thing. I'm
With
gonna talk.
coleslaw?
Coleslaw. You never had a slow dog?
Do you know what I like on my hot dog?
Dude.
Do you know what I like it in the bun. Sometimes I eat it with the bun, sometimes without the bun. When I'm low carb in it, this is what I do, and a lot of people think this is gross.
Do you toast your bun?
I take ketchup
Yes.
and I mix it with relish, and I make a
Ugh.
ketchup relish, and I just cut up my little hot dog and put it on my fork, and I just lather it up and eat it. And I dip my hot dog in it when it's in the bun. And you know what I do? I go to Costco and I get that hot dog large drink combo for $2.
All right.
Amazing. This show is
I
brought
wish
to
I
you
had
by
a mute button for
Costco
Allison
tonight.
right now, because that is just offensive.
On so many levels.
Get over it.
Yeah.
And you thought my slaw dog was bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw
That's
up when the
bad.
show's over. So,
Yeah, that's really bad. What she just did to a hot dog.
so good.
Mm-mm.
So yeah,
Condiment queen.
it's kind of impossible to see like where the week is going to go because of this prankster twist. But I really don't like twists usually, but I think this is a good twist. I'm
Nicole.
okay with this. Yes, vote Nicole. Don't vote Nick. Don't listen to Allison. She's always wrong. That's why I'm on the
Vote
show.
Nick.
What will Nicole do?
What would Nicole
At the
do?
end.
She's gonna go. She's not gonna be able to keep it a secret. She's gonna freaking unless they tell her.
No, she will keep her mouth shut.
She's gonna go to Holly and she's gonna go.
Or
Okay,
Jessica.
or whoever. Oh God bless, and go. Who do you want? Because I really want to stay on the same team as everyone else, and I just want to do what's right for my game. But I just feel like it's best if I go to them and let them know.
How does she's not allowed?
Agree. And Tyler, you're going to mute me next if you could. I'm going to agree with Allison. Let's vote Nick. I think that would be the most interesting outcome this week. Nick's in the corner. He's going to be the target. Let's give him a little ammunition. Let's let him fight. Let's see if he can flip it like Christie did. I agree. I think the most interesting outcome would be Nick being this person.
I want to be entertained.
Exactly.
I want to see a gladiator match.
There is plenty of entertainment left in the season without Nick here. I'm sorry, Nick is New Jersey trash.
I don't love Nick.
I don't like him at all.
Look, I don't love Nick at all. Do you?
I'd
Andrew?
rather see Jessica win
he
than
was
Nick.
he was my pre-winner pick, but I don't love him.
We
He was
don't love
everybody's pre-winner pick. Everybody saw that he was a
He was mine
therapist.
too.
And, yeah, everybody saw that he's a therapist. And
wasn't
I saw that he
mine.
was a disgusting horn dog with that interview with Ika. That's all.
What?
That was my takeaway from him.
I think Nick has the least chance of wasting this power.
Oh Jesus! Here we go, y'all. What is it? Imagine?
Oh God, no!
I
Come
can't.
on.
Like
No.
I can't.
She's
Just
not.
kill me
She's
now.
not going to get it.
She's gonna be
don't
like,
have
I
to
am on
worry
a
about
new
that.
trend. Please vote Jess.
Who's a better
America.
player?
Let's vote.
Jessica
Okay.
or Victoria from Big Brother 16?
Victoria. 100%.
You think so?
This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to split my 10 votes, and I'm going to give 5 to Jess, 5 to Nick, just because I know Tyler is going to just die
No.
Because of the screenshot that Jessica gave me this week during that fight, I feel like she deserves 2 of my votes.
Oh, I need to get, okay, y'all talk. I'm going to pull up some of the images that people
And in the wise words of Cornbread, fuck y'all.
Yeah, big brother RTG, fuck y'all.
Allison's favorite season, BBOTG.
So I wake up and send Allison the video and say, you have to watch this. This is the fight that happened. And we're watching it together at the same time. And we literally are sending the same screenshots to each other
funny.
of the entire fight. Like, I'm like, look at this one. And then she sends the exact same screenshot. It was hilarious.
AB says in the chat, Jessica would nominate Allison Grodner. If that's the case, then send all 10 votes to Jessica. I'll nominate casting if I'm the prankster, so vote for me, please. Thomas the Talker says, what if Mickey gets prankster? Can he even get it?
There's no way.
I really think it's very clear cut that it's between like Cliff, Tommy, and Nicole.
Here's a funny one that I got. This is just of Nick. I don't know why I love this so much, but this is just kind of like my life right now. And it's just, I just love this so much. Anger, denial, depression. Fuck this. This is me right now. This is how I feel this week. And this is just, I want this on a t-shirt. I'm going to try to slide it in and get it on a t-shirt before they can go, oh, that's copyrighted material. No, Allison's putting that shit on a t-shirt. Okay, come on. Go ahead. I'm going to find something else.
Yeah, can you get that before I go to Las Vegas so I can wear that?
I'm going to work on that tomorrow.
Yes.
So
I want to wear that to Las Vegas.
So Jazuza, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Ramirez in the chat says Nick would be the only one with the balls to put Jackson up. I totally disagree with that because it's anonymous. I can speak words. It's anonymous. It's anonymous. So I think that anybody's, especially this late in the game too, like everybody just
really
has to be
strategic.
Yeah.
I'm nervous, and I'll tell you why I'm nervous. I go back to the sequester ripoff twist from last year when Haley made her move and then felt bad and spilled the beans to everyone. And that's what makes me nervous with these anonymous votes. They never stay anonymous.
Okay, so Haley confirmed this on Rob Has a Podcast after the season was over. The reason that she felt bad and made that house meeting that just totally like blew up her game is because Bailey told her about the miscarriage that she had. So she knew that Bailey was going through like some really like personal out of the game stuff. And
to be fair, Haley was my favorite. I loved Haley. She's a Texas native. She lives about 45 minutes down the road from me. I love Haley. That's why these twists I struggle with. Go back to the DPOV with freaking Christie. Nobody could keep their mouth shut. Props to Jack. Jack actually kept his power secluded.
Yeah, that's true.
Ovi had no choice. He got voted out with it 2 days after he got it. But he didn't keep it secret in those 2 days. But they can't keep these a secret.
Okay,
there it is.
These are the screenshots that Andrew and I sent in unison to each other the other day. This is me because it was on YouTube, and I was sending him like, this is just Jessica's face during the fight, and then he says. Literally like 2 seconds, and then it's like Tommy, this is what he sent, and then this is I mean, like, you couldn't have timed that any better.
We're the same person.
Okay, anyway,
We're the same person.
Yeah,
that's a scary thought. That's a scary thought.
That's frightening.
Sorry, I was just looking if I thought I retweeted. There was like a gif of Jessica like walking into that fight, and she looked like she was about to like kick someone's ass. She had like her arms like this, and she was like, her eyes just always look, especially tonight, she looked very tired. Poor gal needs some sleep.
Well, they had them up all night listening to birds.
I don't feel bad for that. That's part of the game.
Can we address something really quick? And I wish to God I could. Oh, I wish. This is so hard for me that I can't. Hold on one second. Because I don't have any sound. Hold on one second. I'm going to share my screen. And just imagine. Hold on. All right, hold on. I just wish we had sound because this made me laugh so freaking hard. I couldn't, like, snorting out of control.
I love it. Oh, I love it so much.
What? You look at me and you can always see home. Wait, what? You can look at me and always see home. I don't know.
Like that is like Emmy award-winning, Oscar. Oh, he's almost like, I want that single tear rolling down his face right there.
That is what makes it, is that caption down there where it says like that's
why that's our script, because Tyler had sent to me this morning, will you please use the picture of Christie in the shower with the subtitle, and we don't know what she's saying except Kathy. And I'm going to tell you something, I almost didn't do it because the last time he asked me to use a picture for something, I got tricked.
I can't do the same joke twice, and we didn't know how much longer we had Christie in this game, so we need to manifest any funny pictures of her while we have her. We're lucky to still have her.
Well, here's the thing. You have a way of going. You're very good at playing Big Brother without playing Big Brother, Tyler, because you convinced me to share a picture of Christie for our show, and then you freaking turn around and you tell me that it looks like me.
I think it's the same person. I don't know what you're talking about.
And I go, I don't get it.
Can we get a picture of Caitlin from last season next to that?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh my God.
It'd be close.
These screen captures they kill me.
Okay, speaking of Caitlin, I had this thought. So say Big Brother does another All-Stars, which they'll never do because we want that too bad.
Celebrity Big Brother
if you're saying Caitlin's an All-Star here, we're about to fight.
Caitlin is absolutely an all-star.
You ready?
1000%.
But she couldn't do a damn puzzle through a glass wall.
Exactly. Like, she is so memorable and unique. Like, she is a Big Brother
just
character.
Because Deb's here and might make sequester flop stars doesn't mean we have to talk about that specifically today. We should look specifically at the word all-star. And Caitlin falls nowhere in that specific realm.
All-star does not mean best player.
Icon.
Yeah, exactly.
Andrew,
you are in the minority on this one, my friend. Caitlin Herman is the best casting they've done since Brittany Haynes and Big Brother 12.
There's an all-star in this room.
Brittany actually knew how to play the game.
Not really.
Oh.
She didn't. No, she was fooled like the entire season of Big Brother 12.
Now that we're here and we're on this topic, do we have time?
No.
Who would be your all-stars from this season, Tyler?
Excuse me.
That's the point I was going to make, is I think Christie and Caitlin would fight for that same spot in an all-star season, and I think Caitlin would win that.
I think they'd cast Christie to be the Caitlin.
Christie, yeah, exactly, because Caitlin was such a successful character for the show last year that they had to do it again. They made a competition around her failing that puzzle, and they brought her back as
Andrew, don't scratch too hard.
Oh God, it's gonna stroke out. Are you okay?
But to answer your question, I think the only other person that could be like all-star material from the season, I would say
Cat.
No, because I think Haley.
It.
What?
If you believe Caitlin, I would believe you would believe Kat. So
I said Kat. Yeah.
No, I think Haley would get like the blonde girl spot over Kat for an all-star season. And I think Haley would do very, very well in like another like year or two for her to just be a little bit more older.
We're both Haley fans, so I like that.
Well, no, I think she's very overrated on her original season, but I think she would do very well in a returning season. From Big Brother 20, I think the returnees from Big Brother 20 would be Tyler, Brett, and Caitlin. Absolutely. So to answer your question,
Tyler, this fight.
I could see. No, it's all in good fun, you know.
I don't have a problem
with
with the Tyler pick. I don't have any problem with that.
I
The
hate
Brett
Tyler,
pick,
but I can't argue that he would be asked back for All Stars.
yeah, I agree. I was not a Tyler fan. I did not root for him.
Okay.
But I since we're throwing out stupid people that shouldn't be on All Stars like Caitlyn, I'm going to say Rockstar.
That is not the same thing at all. Rockstar is very giftable, but she's not coming back for an All-Star
No, I feel
season.
right now.
I'm going to go with Rockstar. I mean, that would be my pick. And Frick, let's go with Swaggy.
Oh,
I can see
my
Swaggy
God.
being asked back.
Listen, this asshole is sitting there
Raven.
during the show. Big Brother the other day, and all this stuff is going on, and he's sitting there. Swaggy C is sitting there on Twitter talking about football fantasy leagues and stuff, and I'm sitting there going, "It's Big Brother right now, bro. Why aren't you watching?" He sat there on Rob Has a Podcast 2 weeks ago with Bailey. It was a nightmare. It was awful. They admitted to only watching like 2 episodes, and they're trying to give up. Well, first of all, he didn't say shit. Bailey's sitting there trying to talk up the game and all her expert shit. She didn't really, I'm not impressed with her. Sorry, not sorry. Rob Sestonino looked like he was in pain. Caitlyn's just happy no matter what. And it just, and Brent Wagamont, I love him. His hair looked great, but it was one of the worst episodes I've ever seen.
From this season, Tyler, I would agree with you on Christie. I would actually go Jackson.
So I bought this mattress and it came in a
Oops,
box.
sorry.
It would be Jackson
Right
or
on me.
Holly, but because you go girl there, I feel you go Jackson. And my third pick would be a first boot, David.
Oh, I'm still on share screen.
I could see David being brought back for
His
sure.
presence and how he nailed that, and the fact that he wasn't truly like voted out, that would be my third pick.
Yeah, I could see that. But I don't think Jackson will be asked back, especially with how problematic he's been.
His mom
Oh,
would
yeah.
let him come back.
I don't think
Oh,
his mom would let him
His
come
mom will
back.
sue to make sure he comes back.
Yeah. No, I don't. Maybe Tommy would be asked back.
You don't do Christie and Tommy. I have another fucking problem with that.
Well, they're not gonna. That's the thing. They're not. That even like proves my point further, Andrew. Is that
God.
because they would ask Tommy back, they would not have Christie back. They would have Kaylin Herman instead.
No.
I'm right. I am. I will die on this hill.
Caitlin Herman is not coming
He'd rather
back for
die
All-Stars.
on his feet than on his knees, Andrew.
Kaylin
No.
came back to host a competition. She would say yes in a
I would like to be on
heartbeat.
his knees.
It's
to
because
come
she
back to
lives
Big Brother.
there.
It's because she is like so like fame hungry. She would take it in a heartbeat. And she loves Big Brother too. She is a host on Rob Has a Podcast. She's literally on a live show right now with Rob talking about the episode.
What do you think about that? Do you like her being on every Thursday night?
I do.
show?
Caitlin is so entertaining to me. She is so funny.
She's a sweet girl. I really love Caitlin.
I love her to death too, but I don't like her on every Thursday show. I don't know why. It just bothers me.
I didn't like her Sunday, Wednesday, and Thursday last year, so I'm sure as hell I ain't gonna like her on Thursday this year.
Andrew, what we need to dissect this. What happened in your childhood that makes you so triggered
Okay,
about
so-
somebody like Caitlin? Let's unpack this.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I was the guy that she would hang on and then leave for somebody freaking else because Fezzi pissed her off.
There it is.
I didn't like it. I thought she was dumb. I think she overplayed everything. I think she should have won a challenge that she couldn't win, which screwed me out of a second double eviction last year. I think that she was with this boyfriend, but all over other people. It goes back to the whole Bella and her Twitter feed with about Nick the other day. Bella, you said you had a boyfriend too. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like her. I think she is a fake, horrible human being.
Whew, horrible. Well, I thought you were gonna go somewhere else for a minute.
So we'll just have to agree to disagree on Caitlin.
Listen,
Sure.
I love you both, Tyler and Andrew. This is why I wanted you two on the show together because I love the challenge.
To be fair, this has been my favorite show I've been on.
Yeah, because I knew you guys would have different opinions, and it's all in fun, and I know it's a good battle.
And we
I'm
agree
pulling
on some
Twitter
things.
on this.
And I'm not on Twitter, so
I'll tell you the results next week then.
Okay. And me and Tyler did agree on some things, so it's not like it has been completely disagreed, but.
Can you let me know the next time you have Andrew on with Tyler, so then that way I know I should pop some popcorn so I can sit back.
I've got like kettle corn downstairs.
I know, man. I wanted to sit there and eat popcorn while they fight.
So we can take a break from dividing. Who do you guys think Holly's going to put up? Who do you think she's going to be nominating? The two people she thinks she's going to.
The one person.
Excuse me, but she thinks she's nominating two people. So what two people do you think?
I think it has to be Nick.
Nick and Jess or Nicole.
Yeah, probably one of those two, or even Cliff.
But so if she can't put up Nicole so the person that is the prankster, so that person, question. I have a question.
Is the prankster safe?
Is the prankster safe? So, no, because Julie said the prankster can name the replacement nominee if that nominee's taken off. So they are safe because they can't name. Yeah. But if Holly's nomination, Nick, wins veto,
Holly renoms,
and it can be that other person. So what if, holy crap, what if Nick wins the secret prankster deal and he puts up Jackson and then Holly's nomination comes down and it's Nick and Jackson on the block?
Yeah, that very well could be.
For that to happen, Nick would have to not be Holly's nom, and that's not going to happen.
Wait, say that again?
For her scenario to happen, Nick would have to not be the initial nom, and that's not going to happen.
Hey, my dad's in the chat, and he said something funny. Nicole's punishment: building a birdhouse.
And I think a lot of people are mistaken about this. Thomas Talker said, "What if Nick gets the prankster? Who will she nominate?" The prankster can still be that initial nominee. They just would be picking that second nominee.
So they're picking the person that could be next. So they could pick the person that's next to them. So if Nick is the nominee, he could pick.
Nick could be the nominee and the prankster, and he would pick like Jackson to go on the block probably.
He would absolutely pick Jackson
or Christie.
Jackson would be I think Jackson would be his best move. The votes are there for Jackson.
Yeah, that's true.
The thing is, he's not going to know ahead of time who Holly is picking, correct?
No.
Because then he can't strategically put Nicole up, so then he knows that he can beat her in the veto.
Yeah, I mean, we still got a lot of questions. Hopefully, Sunday show will bring clarity for us. But I don't know. We'll see. A lot of ways that this week could go. Even without the twist, there's a lot of ways this week could go, and that's why this end game is really exciting. And that's why for the first time, I'm okay with not having a double eviction because I want to see this play out.
Mm-hmm. And we're to the point where at this point in the game, veto's more important than head of household. Head of household almost becomes an immunity necklace.
Yep, I totally agree, Andrew. I mean, I said on the show a couple weeks ago, the importance of power of HOH and veto kind of go like this as the season goes on. Like the weight of the HOH goes down and the weight of the veto goes up.
100%.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Anything else?
Anybody I don't think so. Anything else? Just to clarify, I will absolutely argue till the hills come home with anybody about anything Big Brother. Is not anything I ever take personally. I was very, very excited to have Andrew on the show here with us and finally get to talk some Big Brother with him. And I hope I hope we get to do it next week as well.
I've got the thickest skin. I am off next Thursday, so that depends on if Allison has me back next Thursday.
You're going to be here next Thursday.
Perfect.
And on Tuesday, we need to all make sure, whoever's here Tuesday, make sure you make tacos because we're going to eat tacos.
Now, Tuesday, we're going to have Kim Matina on the show with us. Will you be here, Tyler?
I am not sure.
Okay, because he hides from Kim, Andrew.
No, I'm not afraid of anybody.
And to be fair, I'm committing to Thursday, but my wife is also 35.5 weeks pregnant by then. So,
congratulations!
Thank you. If she says no, I say no.
Okay.
Right now she's like, get out of my bedroom and leave me alone. So
happy wife, happy life.
That's right. That's right.
You can only say no if she's crowning.
Right. You can
And with that note,
in the house.
we'll
Listen,
see you.
you can be on your phone next to her going, honey, can you keep it down? Like I'm really getting into it with Tyler right now, and you're ruining it. I have high momentum.
We're
and you're
arguing about
interrupting
Caitlin
me.
Herman.
I
Hold
know,
on.
I have
know
told
the
her.
head is out.
I have told her that if it happens on finale night, because we're due September 29th, I think finale's 25th.
Yeah.
Ish, that it will be on in the hospital room while we're in labor or giving birth.
I mean,
We'll be
that's
blowing
fair.
your phone up. Don't worry.
That's fair.
It's fair.
It will be. And I will change the name Bria to whoever the winner of Big Brother is.
Chris.
Well,
So
get
since
ready
it's a
for
girl,
Christie.
I hope Tommy is the winner so I can call my little girl Jackson or Tommy.
I hope it's not Mickey.
Just
Or
don't
Jackson.
sound like Tommy Laren.
Courtney, I'm sorry to tell you that our new daughter has to be named Cliff Hogg.
The third. Don't forget the third.
Latina.
No,
Cliffenstein.
Cliff is the hog. Cliff Hog is the third, right?
Cliff Hogg the third.
Yeah. Thomas the Talker says in the chat, do you think Big Brother 21 is better than Big Brother Canada 7? Yes, 100,000 million
I have to agree. It didn't start that way, but it's taken a turn. Like, look, with any season of Big Brother, it starts out on a high note, and then you hit like a plateau, and there's a drought, and then it picks back up. It happens every season, every year. So when we're sitting here in the middle of it going, oh my God, I'm so bored. It's like, listen, you guys we have to do this show twice a week. You know what I'm saying?
To be fair, I don't think my hatred for the beginning of this season was as much of the game is bad. It's just the
Personal
people were
stuff.
bad.
Yeah.
I hated the people. I hated what was happening. I hated it was hard to watch.
Okay,
the
I have
bullying
something to
was
say.
real.
Oh shit.
This is why it's better now. The reason why it's better now is because there was a serious toxic man in the house, which was Jack. Jack being evicted makes this game so much better because he had that toxic male thing going for him, and he made Jackson unbearable. Jackson's an asshole. Now, don't get me wrong.
He's
Jackson
tolerable now that Jack is gone, but
He is
Jack did
tolerable
kind of
now.
make the room heavy. He carried the heavy
Yes.
dark cloud that
Let's not give Jackson too much credit though. Like
no, I
he's
am not. No, I'm not giving him too much credit. I am just saying that
Because I disagree.
tolerable.
Jack did not tell Jackson to go have sex with Kat, leave him, and then go have sex with
No.
Holly.
It's just the energy that Jack put into the room, into the air, and them two together. They were so toxic together, and he's not.
I just can't give Jackson that much credit. I agree with Tyler on that. I mean, it's he didn't fall into Kat's vagina, and
he's
a lot less problematic when there's
I'm
no
still
minorities
saying
in the house.
he's an
either.
asshole. I'm not saying he's not an asshole because he is 100% an asshole.
But that wasn't even the toxicity that I was talking about. It's the toxicity with the showmances that happened so early, which weren't even showmances. They were sex-mances. It was that made
and
it
breaking
so hard.
have-not rules.
Breaking have-not rules.
Yeah.
It's just too much. There was too much crap in the beginning of the season. There was some solid gameplay at the beginning of the season in different aspects, but it all got overshadowed by this bullying and this sex orgy that happened, and that put the downshade on this season, in my opinion. It had nothing to do with the gameplay not being bad. It had everything to do with everything else.
Real quick, to me, it just kind of seems like when two mean girls get together and they're geeky together, and then all of a sudden they
enable each other.
They enable each other, and then they're separated, and then one's tolerable, and then the other one's just gone.
Yeah.
But I think that about wraps up everything. I just have a quick question, Deb.
Yes.
Is this where you sit when you watch your porno? Because you look very much like you're going to jump off here and get on Pornhub. You're in the dark.
She doesn't say no.
Look, there's no lighting. It's
I'm good.
completely dark with
I'm
just
good.
the
Got the
screen
headphones in
lighting
so nobody
away.
can hear it.
That's
She's
right.
got her hot dog cooking.
She's cooking that hot dog with the coleslaw or whatever the fuck.
I do have coleslaw in the refrigerator,
Okay.
and I have hot dogs in the freezer. So
And Anyway, so guys, I think that is about it. Thank you so much for watching. Let's see what goes. I can't wait for Sunday. I think it's going to be great. Here's my biggest advice for Sunday's show this time of year. If you have like a DirecTV or Comcast or whatever cable satellite provider you have, with football and everything else that's starting preseason stuff that's starting to come up, this is what I do. I record Big Brother, and then I go in and I automatically record the show that comes on after Big Brother, because this past Sunday it cut off 15 minutes and I was only able to watch it because I recorded Instinct or whatever came on after it. So just think about it on the weekend. Oh, it's Sunday, I better go in and record the show. That's just my advice. It's helped out some people. But anyway, that's my life advice for the day. So please subscribe to my weekly meltdown on YouTube. You'll get notifications when we go live. Please like the Facebook page. You can follow me on Instagram at the.memphis.darling. You can find me on Twitter at Summers, SOMMERS 1977. What are you doing right now? Are you sharing something?
I'm sharing the Twitter results. I guess Andrew's onto something. I asked, would Caitlin Herman be asked back for a Big Brother All-Star season? And 34 votes have been cast, and 71% say nope. So I'm sorry that people don't have taste. But you know, as the great Howie Day once said, even the best fall down sometimes. So,
but you know what? I did a poll once, and like 3 people responded. So you're like viral, in my opinion.
And I was one of them.
Yeah,
thank you.
It was just
hashtag BB21, so people
and my
would see
mom.
I got Finley to 100. I got
That's
Finley
right.
to 100.
Oh, and that's right. Finley, follow my cat on Instagram. Finley's Insty, FINLEYS_INSTI. He has 106 followers. Andrew, how can people find you if you want to be found?
I'd rather you not.
Okay, fair enough. Tyler, you can find him in the little box. You know, okay, let's practice this. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm pointing in the right direction. You can see him at T Lions, and that's on Instagram and Twitter.
Yes.
And then down there where you can't see where I'm pointing, I can't get the okay, whatever. You follow Deb down the crap she's got down there. Okay, if you can't read, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just a Jedi master. You guys know how to find me. Okay, that's it. Love you guys. See you Tuesday for our live feed show. I know for sure it'll be me, Deb, and Kim, maybe Tyler. I don't know. And
I'm not sure.
We'll be. I wish I had that luxury.
Sorry.
Anyway, we'll see you guys Tuesday evening at 8/7 Central. Good night. Okay.